So I put down Arkham Knight about an hour ago because story-wise, well, gameplay, it's very good. I like a lot of the changes that they've made in the combat system. They've made it far more intricate and challenging. I don't like the driving, but that's because they both make it too realistic and not realistic enough, if that makes any sense. But it's fun to play. But the storyline, I think for right now, has just lost me. So let me say straight up that there's going to be major story spoilers, at least up as far as I've gotten. But some happier spoilers, at least as far as I'm concerned, is, again, spoilers. Mark Hamill is reprising his role as the Joker, and I think that's freaking awesome. Part of the reason why he was killed in Arkham City was Hamill had gotten tired of doing the Joker, and so he basically said, well, I'll do it for Arkham City this last time if I don't ever have to do it again. So by killing him, it's like basically saying, yeah, we're not bringing back the Joker, and yet he's absolutely in the game. So, Mr. Hamill, you will never watch this video, but that's not going to stop me from saying thank you. I, as a fan of your work as the Joker, and Skywalker and all the other stuff, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, I was also kind of happy that Selina's in this game. I really like Catwoman. I think she's a good character. I think she plays a really good role in the DC universe by having, you know, a strong and independent female who basically just does her own thing. And I think media needs more of those types of characters rather than just having throwaway, like basically tits on screen. I mean, there's nothing wrong with tits. I think tits are great, but to be crude, tits are just more interesting when they're their own person, as opposed to just something for guys to stare at.
This is gonna hurt.
Wow, I'm really missing some of these dodges.
Gonna hurt you, freak.
Now, while Selina's in the game, she's handled really, really badly, and I'll get to that in a bit. The other spoiler I wanted to get into is so Batman quit. Wow, Batman quits at the end of the game. And Azrael, who was introduced in Arkham City, replaces him, and that's pretty good. One thing that I am kind of sad about, though, is Azrael's really kind of a throwaway character. He's essentially just a different skin for Batman for some training missions, and I think that's pretty lame. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, I should have, I can't see what's going on there.
This'll be easy, freak.
Oh good, you did get the card. And so, that's just disappointing. Also, I'm fairly certain that Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. Jason Todd was the iteration of Robin that Batman had assumed that I think the Joker had killed. And so he left him behind because of whatever reason, doesn't matter. So So yeah, and that kind of plays a lot into the overarching theme of Arkham Knight, being that Batman can't protect his friends or his family, and is the reason why. And then yeah, this is the big spoiler here: why Oracle commits suicide. To make a very long story short, she is kidnapped by the Arkham Knight, then taken by the Scarecrow exposed to fear toxin, and she kills herself in front of Batman. And I don't even know what the hell they were thinking. I had mentioned in my pre-release video that I was kind of worried that I'm gonna die soon, aren't I? I was kind of worried that Paul Dini wasn't going to be writing for Arkham Knight because of what happened in Origins. It was really just obvious that the writing was worse. It wasn't a bad story, but it just wasn't a good one. And I feel like so far the same concern has to be brought up here. It shows that they don't have as good writers. I haven't looked to see who does the writing for Arkham Knight. I'll probably check at some later time. But it is obvious that the only reason why Oracle was killed is because they needed to reinforce the idea that Batman is powerless. And there had to have been a better way to do it. And in fact, this is going to be one of the few times. Oh, that's right. I need to get flawless reflows. I forgot. This will be one of the few times if they come out at the end of this and say, "Oh, it was only a dream. This is all just shit inspired by the fear toxin." And if they do that, then yeah, I'm cool with it. Because otherwise, they are essentially taking a superhero, because Batgirl is a superhero, and totally crippling her. And there's no good reason for them to do that a second time. Because in fact, they do have the scene where Joker shoots Batgirl in her apartment. And I'm okay with that part because that's established canon and it's recap, and it does reinforce the idea of A, Joker is in Batman's head, and B, that there's all kinds of people that he just can't, that the Batman just can't protect.
We're gonna make you hurt. This is gonna hurt, Batman.
Wow, what the fuck was that bullshit?
You scared? Your mother won't recognize.
And like I mentioned, that Ivy, not Ivy, well, yeah, Ivy too, is essentially just a plot device, because she's kept in a cage for so much of the movie, of the game. Catwoman is treated essentially the same way. She's essentially a bird in a cage. Come visit Catwoman, and then go do some shit for the Riddler, and back and forth. And unlike in Arkham Cities, where you could run around in the open world, as Catwoman and be a badass, here, unless there's some type of thing that happens afterward, it's just not cool, dude.
You're gonna die, Batman.
Otherwise, what's the point of having her there?
You're gonna die here, Batman.
I'm sorry I'm having such a hard time expressing my thoughts about this. I'm very flustered and very upset. It's a continuation of a bad trend that I mentioned in my other video, where Arkham Origins essentially had females as throwaway characters, and Arkham City had females as fairly strong characters in their own right. There's the Harlequin DLC in Arkham Knight, where Harlequin goes in and beats up all the cops and rescues Poison Ivy. But again, actually, you're using a disempowered woman to motivate the main character. It doesn't really matter that that other character is female in this case. You're still just saying Ivy got caught. And of course, at the beginning of Arkham Knight, you know what? Ivy gets caught right away. And it's just... It makes me feel irritated that they have these great characters that they could be using to do awesome things, and they're just not. I forgot that these are faster. So,
one word of advice.
It's
run.
It's very disappointing.
We're gonna make this hurt.
And I think I might have actually said this. The fact that they are doing this to Batgirl, who's already been through so much shit as it is really fucked up. Well, I should have saved that for later in the event.
We'll make sure this hurts you, Batman. Scared, Batman?
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get 3 stars. So
you're mine, all of you.
I'm just really unhappy with what they chose to do. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. So I think I have more that I want to say, but I'm going to leave it at that, because otherwise I'm just going to be kind of babbling more than I already am. So what I will say is that if you like hearing the things that I kind of say, and really kind of allude to more than anything. Or if you like watching me play video games, which is actually really not a concept I kind of understand. Please like and subscribe to the video. I am told that that helps. I don't know why it helps, but I will choose to believe the people that say that. And I will just leave the rest of this with me either beating up ninja girls or getting beat up by ninja girls.